Welcome, Fright Night Vault listeners. Tonight's story starts below the surface, beneath cracked plaster ceilings and behind rusted service doors, in the forgotten places where old buildings like to keep their secrets. Our setting is an aging apartment complex. Nothing flashy, just 5 stories of peeling paint and hollow footsteps. The kind of place where the rent's cheap, the light bulbs buzz, and you can hear your neighbor's entire life through the vents. Some folks live there for decades, others don't last a month, but everyone learns the rules. Keep your trash tied up, don't use the laundry room after 10, and never, ever go near the furnace room in the basement. It's always locked. The superintendent says it's just storage. The tenants say otherwise. They say something moves behind that steel door when the lights flicker. They say they've heard coughing down there, long, heavy coughing, like a smoker gasping for air. Others say it's a rat's nest or water pipes expanding, but even the exterminators refuse to go near it, so it stays shut. No key, no explanation, just a door with rusted hinges and a flickering light above it that no one ever replaces. Until a new guy moves in. His name's Carter. He's in his 30s, fresh out of a job, taking the apartment that no one else wanted, right above the boiler room. He's offered a rent discount in exchange for doing light maintenance overnight, fixing pipes, checking breakers, and occasionally helping out the aging superintendent. Carter doesn't believe in ghost stories. He thinks the tenants are bored, superstitious, lonely. So when he's told to avoid the furnace room, he nods, but doesn't listen. And when that door starts rattling in the middle of the night, and the light bulb outside it burns cold blue, he decides to take a look for himself. He brings a flashlight, just in case, because down in the dark, something is waiting, not to escape, but to be remembered. And Carter? He's about to become its next memory. For best experience, headphones on, lights off. Let the silence close in around you. And if you enjoy these stories, consider subscribing to Fright Night Vault. We release original horror every single night, designed for those quiet hours when the world forgets to breathe. If you've ever lived somewhere with a locked door no one would talk about, you're not alone. Drop your own creepy experiences in the comments. The vault is always open to new whispers. The story starts now. Carter wasn't superstitious, not even a little. He'd taken the overnight maintenance job at Hollow Pines Apartments because it was quiet, came with free rent, and let him disappear for a while. The building was old, sure, peeling paint, buzzing light fixtures, the smell of mildew in the stairwell, but it wasn't haunted, just forgotten. That's what he told himself, until he noticed the furnace room, down in the basement, beyond the laundry machines and mop closets. There was a door, metal, bolted, no sign. The tenants said it hadn't been opened in decades. The super called it a dead zone, and when Carter asked about it, "Don't worry about that one," the old man muttered, eyes on the floor. "Some rooms are better left shut." At first, Carter obeyed. Then came the noises. It started with a faint knock, always around 2 a.m., followed by a dragging sound, like something heavy being pulled across concrete. He thought it was pipes, until he heard breathing, not the mechanical kind that rattles through vents, but wet, guttural, and close. He pressed his ear to the door. The metal felt warm. Then came a whisper, low, hoarse, words he couldn't quite understand, except for one, hungry. Carter jerked back, his flashlight flickered, and for a moment he saw something move in the gap beneath the door, something long and jointed, like a spider's leg. The next night, he brought tools. He waited until the building was asleep. Crowbar in hand, he knelt at the door and forced the lock. It snapped with less effort than he expected, like it wanted to open. Inside was pitch black. The furnace loomed in the back, massive, ancient, covered in rust and soot. But it wasn't the machine that made Carter freeze. It was the walls. They were covered in scratch marks, some shallow, others deep enough to expose concrete. And in the far corner, bones. Dozens of them, charred, splintered, some still wet. Carter's breath fogged the air, though it wasn't cold. Then the furnace groaned, a low metallic exhale, and from beneath it, something began to crawl out, slithering along the floor. Long arms, exposed ribs, a head shaped wrong, like it had been flattened by pressure. It moved toward him, fast. Carter stumbled back, slamming the door shut just as the thing reached it. He heard it scratch, softly at first, then harder, like nails filing through steel. He locked it, bolted it, pushed a shelf in front of it, and still, it whispered through the door. Still here. He told the super the next day. The man just nodded. Didn't believe me, did you? What is that thing? Carter asked. The old man sighed. Leftovers, he said, from when this place had a basement that went deeper. No one else asked about the noise. The tenants had learned to ignore it, and now so did Carter. But sometimes when the furnace kicks on and the lights dim just a little too long, he thinks he hears it again. Not banging, not crawling, just breathing, waiting. That's it for tonight. If you enjoyed this original horror story, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Fright Night Vault. We drop chilling new stories every night, and we always leave the furnace running.